Do I believe in ghosts? Yes and no. I don't believe in the type of ghost that I think everybody else believes in. The white sheet, the floating apparition, that type of thing. Or I don't know if you ever saw the movie The 13 Ghosts. I saw the original version as a kid and it wrecked me for life. Those were some grisly ghosts. I don't believe in those types of ghosts. I believe in the type where you're walking in a dark hallway and you notice something out of the corner of your eye and you look real quick. You can't see it, but you know that something is there or was there. I believe in that kind of ghost. I've also had a lot of family members pass in recent years. It happens, right? And almost without fail, they visit me in dreams, and the dreams are so real. And in the dreams, me or my siblings were trying to get the relative to stay. They've got their bags packed. They're about to go somewhere. And it's like, no, don't go. And the relative is like, I have to go. But they'll usually deliver a message. And also, without fail, you wake up, you remember that you were visited, but you don't remember the message. So hopefully the message is still planted deep inside, or else it's like a wasted visit. Have I experienced something haunted, ghostly, or unexplained in my life? What happened? This is between me and my brother. We were like 5 and 6 years old. We had just been put down for the night to go to bed, and for whatever reason, we heard this strange tapping in the closet. So we opened it, and a couple of shirts, still on hangers, came flying out, and they were like flying across the room. Back then, it seemed as real as talking to a friend or a neighbor or a loved one. It was just undeniably real. But as time goes by, you start taking things into account like, okay, well, 5 and 6 year olds have great imaginations, or maybe we just had too much sugar that night, or maybe something happened, or maybe the shirts were just connected to a line or something, and when the closet opened, they were jostled, whatever. So I find that the older I get, the more I try to justify it or explain it away. But when we were kids, there was no way you could not tell us that we were not visited by something supernatural. Do I like Halloween? As a kid, of course, I loved it. As an adult, I like it from the standpoint of I do make it a ritual of going to buy the candy. And I try to buy the candy, and it's very hard to do. Try to find the big candy bars, because everything is like so miniature these days. Because that way the kids you see their faces light up when you drop a big Snickers or whatever in their bag. So I like Halloween from that perspective, probably that perspective only. Have I ever acted in a haunted house? I've not. I've been in a couple of haunted houses, rather. I'm a weenie, because there have been a couple of haunted houses. I remember going through one haunted house when I was a kid, and this was in Texas. Basically ended up running through the place. You know, the first spook jumps out at you, and it is off to the races, and you don't stop until you get to the very end, and you collapse at the exit. That's my experience with haunted houses. I don't do them as a rule. Do I like horror movies? Also, I'll go ahead and say it, not really. I like psychological horror, things that are just kind of sort of creepy, but if you plop me in front of a movie where people's heads are being torn off, or they're being garroted or stabbed through the chest, and there's lots of blood, yeah, I'm probably not the best audience for something like that. A long time ago, I worked for a company who would regularly give out free tickets to movies. And hey, it's free, it's a movie, I'm sure I'll take it. So, got a couple of tickets, invited a friend, had no idea what this movie was about. All I knew was it was called Ring. Sat in the theater, saw the strange little girl crawl out of the television and the effects that she had on people who looked at her face, and was wrecked for days. Because in terms of scary movies, when you're really frightened, the two things you can depend on are your telephone, so you can call a friend to talk you down or call for help, or the television, basically to keep you company. But if you've seen The Ring, those are the two things you do not want around you. So, yeah, The Ring messed me up for days.